I can dance with the buttons and the levers and the wires. I'm the future. I know how. Canon. Know how.
Don't make this mistake on Valentine's Day. It's so 20th century. Give them Flues instead. Online gift currency. It's like money. You send it by email. They spend it at the web's best stores, over 60 to choose from. Flues, just what you wish for. Duh.
Travolta, Cage, they traded places by trading faces.
What a predicament.
The network television premiere, Face Off, NBC tonight at a special time, 8/7 Central.
Olympic boxing gold, a pathway to stardom. Ali, Foreman, Sugar Ray. Whose dreams will live on and whose will be shattered? The U.S. Olympic boxing trials next Saturday.
And a storm in New York. The Sixers not the only team that's gone on a big run. A spirited effort by the Utah Jazz and Karl Malone. They trailed the Spurs by 7 at halftime, then proceeded to go on an 18-4 run behind Malone and Brian Russell. Right now, the Jazz lead at 66-59 as they look to end that 6-game skid. Let's go back to Bob, Doug, and Ahmad in Philly.
All right, thanks, Hannah. Allen Iverson having a great game, 37 points so far today. A lot of things have been said about Allen Iverson, and some of them very erroneous. One of the things that you've read or heard about, that people saying that Allen has a lack of respect for the players that came before him. Well, I had a conversation with him, and he said when he was a little kid, he used to go to the court, and every day he would be a different guy. One day he'd want to shoot like Bird. The other day he'd want to jump like Mike. The next day pass like Magic, and the next day be quick like Zeke. He said he just wanted to thank those guys for giving him something to see, giving him a vision. And he said they helped him get to where he is today, because without seeing those guys do some of the things that they've done, he wouldn't be here. And I would call that respect for his elders. Bob?
Ahmad, thanks. In addition to everything else, have the new rules helped Allen Iverson, Doug?
Oh, I think it's helped all perimeter guys with quickness, because now you put that ball on the floor and a guy puts his arm on you, you're going to be shooting 2 free throws. I think you've seen you've seen Jerry Stackhouse, Grant Hill, a lot of your perimeter players really thrive on those new rules. Or not actually the new rules, more the enforcement of the rule that was always there.
There's Larry Hughes, pull up on the baseline short, and Derek Martin has the rebound. Under 2 minutes to play in the third. A dismal third for the Sac Kings. The jumper by Weber is no good. They've shot 3 of 17 in this quarter. They have almost as many turnovers as points. 6 turnovers in the quarter and 7 points in the quarter.
And about those 6 turnovers, 5 steals, which lead to layups on the other end. It's the indefatigable Allen Iverson once again with the jump shot.
39 points for Iverson. There's been one 50-point game in the league this year. Cliff Robinson and his Suns got it against Denver. Exactly 50. Iverson could be headed in that direction. Weber was fouled, and the basket counts.
Allen Iverson with the nice curl, and he gets in the lane, and the little guy elevates over Derek Martin, over Chris Weber, and knocks in that jump shot. And you know, Bob, I can't tell you how, when you are a scorer and you can get steals and you can get layups, it makes you so much more confident to pull up and shoot those outside jump shots. And I'll bet you when you look at Allen Iverson's stats at the end of this game, he's going to have anywhere from 8 to 10 layups.
In this quarter, Iverson 12, Kings 10. The three-point play by Weber ended an 11-0 Philadelphia run. But the Sixers still lead by a dozen. Iverson pumps up a 3, and Weber clears it. Weber fires. Iverson chases it down. Geiger left alone.
You hear the crowd, they know they need Matt Geiger. There's been a couple articles in the newspaper here talking about his struggles. Larry Brown is saying we need him, and he's playing pretty well today.
Weber just holding it. Stojakovic. Step inside the three-point line. Philadelphia can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Although you never can tell once it gets in Iverson's hands.
He might get 2 up in these next few seconds.
Iverson. Here's Geiger. He was fouled, and the basket drops. This could get him going.
Remember I talked about in the first half. He had 2 layups in the first half. Now you see the open jump shot and the drive and the layup here. And this is how you get yourself involved. He knows he's been struggling. Allen Iverson pulls 4 defenders, and Matt Geiger with a nice power dribble on the finish on the baseline.
Eric Snow, by the way, has 11 assists and hasn't committed a single turnover. Iverson sits down with 9 rebounds, tying his season high, to complement the 39 points and a 3-point play for Matt Geiger. Last 3 seconds, Stojakovic hurls it from beyond half court. And the Kings, who fought back to within 1 at the end of the half, now face their biggest deficit after 3. They're down by 15. Back after these words from your local station. You're watching the NBA on NBC.
How do you enhance a V8 engine that produces 245 horsepower? A chassis that can haul up to 2,000 pounds. Or brakes that have 4 piston calipers? Simple. Add about 6 pounds of steel. Toyota Tundra, Motor Trend Truck of the Year, and 4-Wheel and Off-Road Magazine's 4x4 of the Year.
I've always believed that there's strength in numbers. That's what teamwork's all about. Like here in downtown Oakland, Antoine Jameson and kids from the neighborhood came together to make a difference.
Thank you.
Now, these guys may not have created a masterpiece.
You gotta stay within the lines.
I am.
But when people come together, the result can be beautiful. Team up to improve your community.
The summit in Silicon Valley, coming to MSNBC.
You know, we took a fresh look at truck guys and found out, hey, truck guys have actual friends and they have families. They're not the lonesome cowboys that we used to think they were. Truckers have friends. We need doors for the friends. The idea of putting 4 real doors on a compact pickup is really a no-brainer. Our brains just got there first.
Names win big races, and Daytona has the biggest races of all. A new century of racing gets underway Sunday, February 13th in the 2000 Bud Shootout. You'll see Jeff Gordon, Bobby Labonte, Mark Martin, Tony Stewart, and the rest of NASCAR's best. For tickets, call 904-253-RACE or visit our website. It's the Bud Shootout.
Wendy Chioggi, only on WESH News Channel 2.
It's solely for the entertainment of our audience. And any retransmission, reproduction, rebroadcast, or other dissemination or use of this telecast, or of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Basketball Association is prohibited.
Great job, little man. Don't bail him out. Hey. Don't take long jumpers early in the clock and bail them out. They cannot guard you. Great job, Theo.
Who can guard him? That's the question.
Well, I think what Larry Brown is saying, look, you know, just take your time, have patience, and you can get the shots you want to get. If you throw that quick jumper up there early, you really are asking him not to have to play any defense. And this is the games we were talking about, Bob, early this season. He's already had